this meeting may be filmed or audio recorded. These records, including our meeting minutes, may be available to the public. Pursuant to Rule V, Section 1, Subsection A of the Standing Rules of the Senate, in absence of the Senate President and Senate President Pro Tempore, the Chairman of the Judiciary Committee shall serve as acting Chair of the Senate, along with the Budget Chair serving as Pro Tempore. All right, will Senator Fernandez lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chairwoman Adicula will lead us in the land acknowledgement. Senator Wilsonovich will lead us in the land acknowledgement.
We acknowledge that the University of Florida is located on the ancestral and present homelands of the Ace, Appalachee, Calusa, Cree, Miccosukee, and Yamasee peoples, with our main campus located on the ancestral territory of the Batano and the Seminole peoples. The Batano, the Tibuco affiliation lives here in the Alachua region. Until the destruction of their towns in the early 1700s. We pay our respects to those Indigenous elders and descendants of the past and present, especially those who have called the University of Florida home within their lifetime.
Please join me for a brief moment of silence. Thank you. Will a member of the Rules and Ethics Committee please conduct a roll call?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. If you're here, please say here. And if I mispronounce your name, please correct me. I'd love to learn how to properly pronounce your name. Okay. Adam Honest, here. Adekari, here. Alexander, here. Andrews, here. Armstrong, here. Avera, here. Barnett, here. Basin, here. Bennett, here. Blythe, here. Bayosa,
Oh no.
Brandmeier, here. Bravo, here. Britton, Caparata, here. Canella, here. Chabra, here. Comstone, here. Davis, here. Dees, here. DeCampley, here. Dill, Junin, here. Dodson, here. Eisenberg, here. Epstein, Dulcie, here. Felix, Ferber, Finfrock, here. Gosorki, here. Goyle, here. Greiser, Hancock, here. Irvin, here. Hoffman, Hunsit, here. Adicula, here. Jacobson, here. Joshi, here. Katz, here. Javi, here. Kim, here. Kaiser, here. Lamborghini, here. Lanier, here. Larson, here. Levy, here. Lewis, here. Littman, here. Yu, here. Lockwood, here. Lucan, here. Mugina, here. Mahmoudi, Martin, here. Mayorga, here. McNamara, Melamed, here. Memento, here. Mechik, here. Mayorwitz, Mirabel, here. Murphy, here. O'Malley, here. Horsey, Here. Papa. Here. Pasco.
Here.
Here. Patel.
Here.
Pecora.
Here.
Here. Petros.
Here.
Here. Putnam. Here. Ramsey.
Here.
Here. Rubai.
Here.
Here. Savash. Here. Sacramento. Here. Salvador.
Here.
Here. Chimpansky. Here. Shaw.
Here.
Here. Schembacher. Here. Here. Simon.
Here.
Here. Simon. Stein. Here. Strelitz. Here. Summerlin. Here. Julie. Here. Triggs. Here. Trower. Here. Revens.
Here.
Here. Wang. Wilsonovich.
Here.
Here. Yachik.
Here.
Here. Zankwitz.
Here.
Here. Servodakis. Here. Is there anybody's name I did not call? Okay, there are 82 senators present.
All right, with 82 senators present, quorum has been established. Okay, so we will now have the swearing in of all new senators. So the full class of senators just elected last week will now be sworn in by the Dean of the Senate, Aaron Rubai.
Wow.
All right,
Ooh.
Mr. Rubai, I'd like to administer the oath to new
Yeah.
senators.
All right. I'm like officially called the oldest. All right. So, will everyone please rise, all of the new senators? Okay.
Thanks. If you were elected in the fall.
If you're elected in the fall. All right, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Kelly Penfrock,
Promise to support and defend
promise to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the state of Florida,
the state of Florida,
and the University of Florida student body.
and the University of Florida student body.
And I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability,
And I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, everybody.
Okay, we're now in line for public comment. There's no one signed up for public comment. We're now in line for amendments to the minutes. Are there any amendments? Seeing none. We're now in line for amendments to the agenda. Are there any amendments to the agenda? All right. Seeing none, we're now in line for Senate elections. Turning you down on that one, sorry. Seeing none, we're now in line for Senate elections, starting with the election of Senate President. So I will now open the floor for nominations. Are there any nominations? Senator Bennett.
I'd like to nominate Maya Adicula.
All right, that nomination needs a second.
Second.
All right, do you accept?
I accept.
All right. So, are there any other nominations for Senate President? All right. Hearing none. Or, excuse me, sorry.
I move to close the floor for nominations.
All right. The floor. Does that motion have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All right. Seeing as that motion has a second, we're now closing the floor. The floor is now closed for nominations. Each nominee will have 5 minutes to address the body, followed by a 5-minute question and answer period, and then we will conduct a roll call vote. So, Senator Adicula, you have 5 minutes to present.
Is it ready? All right. Good evening, senators. Good evening. I'm going to put this timer on for 5 minutes, but I really appreciate all of you giving me this opportunity to present to you today. And so, with that, I'll get into it. My Senate story. First election after I came to the Senate, I served as a member at large. Then I served on RNA for multiple semesters as member at large, but also majority party leader. Then I served as RNA vice chair my second time serving on RNA. And I also served on the Rules and Ethics Committee. And I also want to talk about my first election because that was a really big turning point in my life. I lost that election. And that is something that I also wanted to say. Never let anything stop you because I am here standing here after losing an election. And I'm incredibly happy and thankful where God has brought me, and it's here. Now, Budget Appropriation Chairwoman, that is the best thing I've ever done at the University of Florida, and I would never take that back to the world. I don't want to keep talking because I have 4 minutes, but I did oversee a couple $1 million here, and I made the best friends I could have on that committee. Okay, these are just, I'm trying to go fast, guys, I'm sorry. These are some current involvements I have. I'm External Affairs Vice Chair right now, so thank you, Burton, for talking about the referendum. I'm Senior Class Representative. I'm a Director for Indian Student Association. I'm the Chairman of the Rights Board of Managers, and I'm a member of the Rights Scholars Cohort at this current time. Here are my previous involvements. Don't need to get into that. All right. My favorite part of budget so far has been getting the picture of my face on the trainings. But I wanted to explain a lot about what I've learned as my time here. The 800 codes, I have learned so much. The 800 codes, ask me about the 808 codes anytime. I will answer your questions about the 808 codes. But budget trainings, I have really done a lot with that. We did a whole week just explaining to treasurers and presidents how to work about that. And with that, the treasurers that have reached out to me via email, the budget email is a crazy time. I have set up Zoom calls with these treasurers on campus, and I've set up Zoom calls with these presidents on campus to explain to them how to allocate their budget and how to make sure they get their budget properly. And that has been such an important part of my time here. I know I'm going fast, I have a lot of slides. Budget hearing week. This summer, I allocated the $23.4 million to 4 entities on campus. I did a lot with that, and I'm very, very thankful for my time there. Org allocation, I also funded our previous orgs for this cycle. That was also something I'm very thankful for. I have submitted plenty of code revisions for the 800 codes. I have, this is the first year we had a supplemental budget. We allocated $250,000 to extra entities on campus. If you guys see a Pilates Reformer Studio, the budget committee did end up funding that. And overall, this committee has meant everything to me. Not going to go into more times at my University of Florida. These are the most important roles I have had, some of the most important roles I've had. Leading my chapter as Director of Community, working with inclusion, and I'm really thankful Julia really said that in her speech about me wanting to emphasize inclusion, because that's all I emphasize. People first, in every position I have. And then I also went on to serve as the DEI for Panhellenic as well. But that kind of goes into, as a Senate President for you, I want to always put people first, and that is how I work, always. This is the most important piece of legislation, I think. Okay, the budget legislation was pretty important. But in my moral compass, this has been some of the best legislation I've written. I brought Onam and Pongal to the University of Florida. It is a South Indian event that has never been here before. A lot of events here are, and especially under Indian Student Association, are North Indian events, and this is the first time it came. So not only did we put this event on through Indian Student Association, but I got to write legislation where almost all of my caucus sponsored it, which made me want to literally jump for joy, and I really appreciate all of you that did want to. Also, shout out South Asian Caucus. I still want to keep that caucus going if I win this election. All right. As Rights Board of Managers Chair, I've had a lot of collaboration. So we had a lot of meetings. Anamika met with me. She was talking about dance teams using mirrors. We now have dance mirrors that are portable in these hallways. Flag idea display. I got this from the Senate. I was talking to international students wanting to think about more ideas on how to bring inclusive ideas to international students. So now we have an international student wall coming along with the flag display of every country of international student that we have here. In the Senate feedback box, I'm saying all these ideas because it's originated in the Senate and ended up in the rights, with the administration, and I'm so proud and happy that our Senate was able to do that, and I'm so happy I was able to bridge that gap between the Senate and the administration for the rights. Okay. I also serve as president of Gators of Tomorrow. It's a freshman organization that hosts 25 freshman leaders at a conference. I also serve as vice chair at Student Government Agency, or Accountability Agency. That agency let me oversee every single budget of all entities on campus. I mean, Senate, Cabinet, agencies. I really appreciate that because that helped me in my time as budget chair. And Gators of Tomorrow president, I rewrote the entire Constitution so we could be an organization to receive funding. Not only that, people first, mentorship is everything to me, and being able to be mentored to 25 freshmen was something that is very important to me. You're my ideas. I know I'm about to run out of time, but I am in love with Senate Snapshot. Thank you, Kate. I want to keep that up, and I want to do monthly Senate Snapshot recaps. I want to also meet with every single senator. If I'm elected, I want all of you to come to every single time I have an office hour. Please, I want to be best friends at the end of this. Senate.
That is time.
I'm leaving this up. Thank you, guys.
All right, we now have 5 minutes of a question and answer period for the nominee. Are there any questions? All right, we'll go with Senator Savage.
Any idea you want to expand upon?
Yes, please. Okay, so as I said, I really want to meet with every single senator. My entire leadership style is being an inclusive leadership style. Me doing something that means nothing if no one else is agreeing with me or wants to talk to me about it. So that way I want to meet with everybody. Senate Appreciation Night, I think monthly I want to do a little committee chair spotlight, senator spotlight, some of these legislation you guys write is amazing, you deserve a spotlight. And I also, again, my open door policy is something that is very important to me, but building morale in the Senate is something also important to me, and I am really excited to hopefully implement this idea.
Senator Kajabi.
Hey Maya, so what makes you the best candidate for this position?
I think I'm honestly, as much as my qualifications speak for itself, I think it's my leadership style, which I just talked about. Being an inclusive leader means everything to me, and always being able to cut, like, I don't know if you guys kind of saw this with the goodbye speeches, but my committee, talking very highly about my committee was my one goal that I wanted. And I plan on doing that with the Senate here. The same way I chair that committee is the same way I want to chair the Senate. And I promise that if I'm elected, I will treat everyone the way that I treated my committee, with the utmost respect and love, because I hang out with them outside the Senate.
All right, Senator Larson.
Thank you. What do you see as the biggest issues facing students right now, and how do you plan to address them as Senate President?
Okay, so the biggest issues I see facing these students right now, there are plenty of issues that I see happening right now, but I think the best way to, like you saw that I met with UFPD, the best way to face all these is to have conversations. And I plan, especially through Senate President, and I promise you conversations are being happen, I plan on continuing to have those conversations. Just like I had that conversation with UFPD, I plan on contacting every single entity that our students are worried about to make sure conversations are being happen. And that is a promise for me.
Senator Salvador.
Thank you. I just want to ask you, at the end of your term, what kind of legacy would you want to leave behind as Senate President?
I like that question. Legacy is not a legacy for my name. I want the legacy to be for the senators. I want the senators to be able to leave being like, that Senate President made me feel heard. That Senate President heard my concerns. So that Senate President was my cheerleader. That Senate President made me feel like I was a senator. That is all I want, and that is a legacy I want to leave for my senators.
Thank you. Senator Papa.
As Senate President, how do you plan on establishing effective communication between the executive and legislative branches?
I like that question also. So I kind of how Julia explained, she was really good at making sure everyone was alerted, and I also want to continue to keep, like, if someone is coming for a presentation or like needs to present themselves, I love being able to contact them and be like, come to the Senate, present yourself. That is another one way to even just contact them. But also, I want to work more with executive secretaries. I want to work more with these entities on campus because they have so many things that they're doing that we can collaborate with. So it's just more open communication and making sure I utilize every single outlet to make sure everyone is communicated to properly. And that is through these different positions on campus.
Senator Cannell.
Yeah, you briefly touched on some of your most important pieces of legislation with regards to budget and culture. Since you had limited time with your presentation, I wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of touch on other pieces of legislation that you found particularly impactful.
Perfect. How much time do I have?
You have a full minute.
Full minute? Okay, perfect. So I will say the budget bill and the work funding bill has taken the reign. That was the hardest bill I've ever had to write either. Also because I don't excel with Excel. Okay, I didn't say that. You know what I meant. But like I'm not good with technology. So having to learn how to put all those numbers and make sure that all those numbers are perfectly fine. Because also keep in mind, that's being sent out to every single organization leader on campus. So if I mess up, that would be on me. And it was very much so a very important piece of legislation. So I will say that ranks number one. But the ornament formula legislation really spoke out to me just because not only does the entire South Asian caucus sponsor that, I can't. Some of the other people, some of the other senators in the Senate also sponsored it and then showed up to these events. So that was incredibly important to me, and I cannot be thankful enough for the Senate and the support they gave me for that piece of legislation. I've also written I've also written code revisions for the 800 codes. A lot of clarity issues when it comes to that. I also wrote code revisions for the 200 codes. I will say I also passed those two pieces of legislation. I will say my revisions have been something very close to me because that was the first time I wrote revisions. They were all together, and I learned a lot about the codes through that process.
And it is time. All right.
I know I'm speaking so fast. I hate the 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
No worries. Okay, so now we are up for a vote on the nominees. So will a member of the Rules and Ethics Committee please come up and conduct a roll call vote? When you are voting, please state the name of the candidate in who you wish to vote for. Yeah, it has to happen, I know.
I need to reference it first.
Mr. Senator. Okay, Adam Monis.
Is it yes or no? yeah, say the name of the candidate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adhikari,
Maya Dikula.
Alexander, Andrews, Armstrong, Avera, Barnett, Basin, oh, sorry. Bennett,
Fake Scott and Dick.
Oh my god.
Blythe, Viosa, Grandmeyer, Bravo, Britton, Casserada, Canella, Chabra, Comstone, Davis, Eves, Campley, Dill, June, Dodson, Eisenberg, Epstein, Feldstein, Felix, Ferber, Finfrock,
Ridiculous.
Kolosorki, Goyle, Greiser, Hancock,
Here.
Adikula, Herman, Hoffman, Hudson, Adikula,
Oh, ridiculous.
Jacobson, Joshi, Katz, Javi, Kim, Kaiser, Gardini, Linear, Larson, Levy, Lewis, Littman, Sue, Lockwood, Lucan, McKenna, Mahmoudi, Martin, Mayorga, McNamara, Melamed,
Ridiculous.
Bento, Mechik,
Ridiculous.
Meyerowitz. Can you guys hear me? Mirabel, Murphy,
Ridiculous.
O'Malley, Orshi, Papa, Pasco,
Ridiculous.
Patel, Akora, Petros, Putnam, Ramsey, Rubai,
Maya.
Sagash, Ridiculous, Skeleralios, Salvador, Shapansky, Shaw, Aschenbacher, Simon, Strelitz, Zimmerman, Bud, Triggs, Trower, Urbans,
Ridiculous.
Wayne, Wilsonovich, Yachik, Stankiewicz, Jodakis.
Okay, with 82 votes to 0, Senator Dicula has been elected Senate President.
That's
All right.
crazy. That is
So,
crazy. I love it.
Senate President Adikula, will the Dean of the Senate, Aaron Rabai, please administer the oath to the new Senate President.
I state your name.
I, Maya Dikula,
Promise to support and defend
promise to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the state of Florida,
the state of Florida,
and the University of Florida student body.
and the University of Florida student body.
And I shall perform my duties
And I shall perform my duties
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. All right. You.
Oh, you were so close.
All right. Hello, Senators. We are now in line for the Senate President Pro Tempore nominations. Do I have any motions? Yes.
I move to nominate Matthew.
Wait. Do I have a motion to open the floor?
So moved by unanimous consent.
Perfect.
Second.
Perfect. There's been a motion to open the floor. By unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes. Now we are in line for nominations.
I move to nominate Matthew Bravo for Senate President Pro Tempore.
There's been a motion to nominate Senator Bravo for Senate President Pro Tempore by unanimous consent.
Second.
Second. That's not by unanimous consent. My bad. Do you accept the nomination? Yes. Perfect. Do I hear any other nominations?
I move to close the floor for nominations.
There's been a motion to close the floor by unanimous consent.
Second.
Perfect. All right. Senator Bravo, you have 5 minutes to present.
All right, well, good evening. Non-tech savvy. All right. Okay. All right. Well, first off, I appreciate the nomination. It means a lot. I'll just jump right into it. I'm typically pretty brief in my presentations. So just touching on some of the qualifications. So I've served as the Judiciary Chairman in the Senate. I've been on the Judiciary Committee for 16 months at this point. Lord knows how legislative cycles. So in External Affairs and SG agencies, I've been happy to be the Vice Chair and Director of Legislative Affairs. In class councils, I've served as Vice President for 2 classes and President of my freshman class. In Big Event, Gators for Israel, I've been a Florida Cicerone, a preview staffer, a lot of other organizations that I think have really helped increase my awareness of campus needs and wants from students. Sure, so some of my ideas, I'm more focused on what am I going to bring to the RNA committee, because that's really the biggest job of any pro temp. And so for me, bringing my style of chairmanship to RNA, I am not somebody who, when I was chairing judiciary, I took the role as vice chair, where I engaged in debate a lot. The minute I became chairman, I pretty much tried to stop entirely. I think those who are on the committee can try and attest to that. I like to facilitate the meetings and see different people grow. I appointed many different vice chairs throughout my time in Judish because I wanted as many people as possible to get the experience not only of drafting legislation with me, working alongside me when it comes to reaching out to senators about things we can fix or improve in their bills, but also to get the experience of what it's like to chair some of these meetings. One of the main things I wanted to do, though, was have one-on-ones with all incoming senators. Senate is a daunting place for many, many people. Regardless if you're here as a freshman or if you're a senior stepping into it for the first time, it can still be just as challenging. So I really wanted to say that the door is open at any point, right? Please come and visit me. My goal is to meet with every single one of you before winter break ends as a new incoming senator, and all senators in general by the end of this term. So just a little bit about that. And some things I've done that I've been proud of in Senate. So I partnered with Cabinet Director and now Chair Madeline Creason to expand and renew the Homebound Helpers Program, helping students get better bus fares back to their hometowns or close airports for easy access to during the holiday season. We're happy to bring that back for another year, partnering with Lyft and bring it back with expanded funding. I authored a lot of changes with the codes and rules and procedures, although not the ones that we heard today, thank goodness. And I consider honestly the thing I'm most proud of to have led a really peaceful Judiciary Committee session. As you've heard throughout a lot of people who are speaking, Judiciary was typically not the most fun place for anybody.
It was so fun.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron loved it, but the rest of us didn't. It's a place where if you have the right ideas, sometimes temperaments and bitterness can get in the way of that, but I'm very thankful that during the time that I was chair, we really had a great session. I think everybody provided great input throughout the committee and led to a lot of great resolutions and bills getting passed. So thank you for your consideration, and I appreciate any questions you have.
All right, we are now in line for a 5-minute question-answer period, starting now. Oh, sorry. That's me. Senator Larson.
Thank you. Considering that all but one senator currently in the chamber is of the same party, how do you plan to be a Senate Pro Temp and an RNA chair for the students who did not vote for you?
Sure. I mean, I think the same way I did it in Judish, you know, and you can be a testament to this as well, I hope, in a little bit. And Senator Britton here and I have had some great productive conversations, both when he was an independent senator, a senator in my caucus. I treated him the same regardless. Being able to make sure everybody's voice is expressed, you know, I did certain things in my committee, like extend debate periods to make sure that people had time to finish up what they wanted to say, because I know an opposition viewpoint or a devil's advocate viewpoint is good in a lot of cases when it comes to reviewing legislation. So really just being flexible, I think, is the biggest thing, and wanting to take the time out of my day to make hours for other people.
Are there any other questions at this time? Seeing none, that ends our Q&A period. We will now move into a roll call vote for Senator Bravo. May a member of the Rules and Ethics Committee please come take roll call. Sorry.
We do this one more time quickly. Okay. Adamanis. Adhikari. Alexander. Andrews. Armstrong. Avira. Barnett. Basin. Bennett.
Bravo.
Blythe. Leosa. Grandmeyer. Bravo. Britton. Cafarata. Canella. Chabra. Thompson. Davis. Dees. Campley. Dill. Doonan. Dodson. Eisenberg. Epstein. Felstein. Felix. Ferber. Pinfrock. Golosorki. Goyle. Greiser. Hancock. Urban. Hoffman. Hudson. Adikula.
Bravo.
Jacobson. Joshi. Katz. Kajabi. Kim. Kaiser. Lamborghini. Lanier. Larson.
Bravo.
Levy. Lewis. Littman. Lou. Lockwood. Lucan. Regina. Mahmoudi. Martin. Mayorga. McNamara. Melamed. Mento. Meshik. Mayowitz. Mirabel. Murphy.
Bravo.
O'Malley. Horsey. Papa. Pasco. Patel. Bakura. Petros. Putnam. Ramsey. Rubai.
The second best judiciary chair, Bravo.
Sabat. Bravo. Skillerod. Salvador. Shapansky. Shaw. Schembacher. Simon. Stein. Strellick. Summerlin. Theology. Triggs. Char. Revens. Wayne. Wolfsnovich. Yachik. Zankwitz. Liverdakis.
82 votes.
Seeing that is the clear and convincing majority, congratulations, Bravo. I state your name.
I, Matthew Milton Bravo,
Promise to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, the state of Florida, and the University of Florida.
promise to defend the Constitution of the United States of America, the state of Florida, and the University of Florida.
And I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability.
I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. All right. We are now in line for Member at Large 1 nominations. Do I hear a motion to open the floor to Member at Large 1 nominations?
Second.
Perfect. Do I have a nomination? Sorry, I keep forgetting. Senator Melvin.
I move to have Cole Bennett as member at large.
Cole Bennett.
I
Is
accept.
there a second?
Second.
Cole Bennett, do you accept?
I accept.
Perfect. Do I hear another motion?
Motion to nominate.
Do I hear a motion?
Do both.
We can do both?
Yeah, I move to nominate Zoe Metric.
There's been a motion to nominate Zoe Metric. Is there a second? Zoe Metric, do you approve? Do you accept? Perfect. Do I hear another motion? Senator Rubin.
I move to close the floor for nominations.
There's been a motion to close the floor for nominations. All right. Senator Bennett, you have 5 minutes or so. This is...
We have 6 minutes. Oh, that's fine. Who
Who is Cole Bennett? That's me. I'm a third-year political science student. All this stuff, as you can tell, I have elite PowerPoint skills. Yeah, if you want to hear fun facts about me, learn after. Some of my experience: two-term class senator, former faculty senator elected, served on budget appropriations for nearly 1.5 years. I'm the current vice chair and technically acting chair with a chair vacancy. So I'm not acting chair, but I oversee the emails. So if you have emails out there, send it to me. External affairs director, some other good stuff as well. Gator Tomorrow president. I've actually served on RNA before also. What I bring to RNA? Transparency, always open and honest. Always on my phone, open email, impartial perspective. My first piece of legislation was bipartisan. Experience in the chamber, I'm Unk, and yeah, the other stuff. Ideas, short internal memo for feedback, recommendations to those who apply to RNA. Committee, mentor, mentees within each committee for those who are interested. Committee, share transition reports to make the process smoother for both the next chair and the committee. Also publish a one-page recap on RNA meetings to share with the Senate. Here's my contact info, and I yield the rest of my time.
Thank you. All right, we are now in line for 5 minutes of question and answer. Do we have any questions? Seeing none, I close that. We are now moving into a roll call vote for Senator Bennett. May members of the Rules and Ethics Committee please come and take roll call.
It's standing.
Is it? It's standing. Okay, never mind. We now move into a standing vote. May all members who are pro and agree with Cole Bennett please stand. All right, seeing that is, you may sit down. All those opposed, please stand. All right, seeing that is a clear and convincing majority, congratulations. Senator Metric, you have 5 minutes. Sorry guys, we're on time crunch. What? It's extended.
Good evening, Senators. I promise I'll be really fast. So I'm Zoe Metric. For those of you who haven't met me, I hope you have met by now. A little bit about me. I'm from East Smyrna, junior studying criminology. Some outside qualifications. You guys can remember the slide when I'm in school. Sorry. And then some things that I've done in Senate. So one I really want to touch on is SCP 2025-1095. That was my first resolution that I wrote. I was able to get a memorial plaque installed in Midwest for one of my professors who passed away, which I think is really influential, and it's just important to commemorate those amazing characters on campus. I was also the Rules and Ethics Vice Chairwoman and the Chairwoman of the Campus Sustainability Ad Hoc Committee. Shout out those committees, you guys are awesome, and you work with me. I had the pleasure. Sorry, I'm trying to go so fast. I've had the pleasure of working with some awesome people on those committees. And then I'm currently working on a couple things. So I want to implement a legal study time. Shout out to all the senators who have been working with me on that. We've gotten to be some really influential characters in the advisory board, the dean's office, Lebanon College of Law. So really hoping to pass a motion for that. Promoting more safety resources through the ad hoc committee, campus safety and mobility ad hoc committee, and commemorating international students on campus. And then some ideas that I have, which I think is the most important thing to touch on. I really want to do workshops for Robert's Rules of Order to help people understand how to navigate Senate. I know it can be really confusing, especially coming in. And I really just want to be a resource for people. Already I have senators who approach me asking me about resolutions and how to navigate campus. And I just want to broaden that and really be a person that you guys can come to. I think that's the most important thing about any type of leadership position, especially when I am running to be a leader among so many amazing leaders already. I also want to have merit and motivation-based selection strategies during RNA. So really focusing on not just your qualifications and what you have on your resume, but also why you're applying to certain committees. I don't want people who just want to check a box. I want people who are in these committees because they deserve it and they want to make meaningful change. And then I want to increase efficiency of your RNA interview schedule. So if we're running behind, updating on calendar, just let people know and save the contract. Thank you guys.
All right, we are now in line for 5 minutes question and answer. Do we have any questions? All right, we are now in line for a standing vote. All those in favor of approving, please rise. All right, please be seated. All those opposed, please rise. All right, as a clear and convincing vote, congratulations, Senator Metro. All right, so we are now in line for the President's report. Actually, we are now in line for student body officer reports. Are there anyone from the President's office? The Vice President's office? Treasurer's office? All right, we're now in line for my report. All committee chairs are vacant. Everything is vacant right now. We're now in line for the replacement agenda report.
A lot of committee chairmanships. Thank you.
All right, we're now in line for the replacement agenda committee judiciary report.
Hey guys, I have nothing.
Perfect. We are now in line for the budget appropriations report.
Nothing, thanks.
Perfect. We are now in line for the rules and ethics report.
Nothing.
We are now in line for the IMC report.
Nothing.
Perfect. All right, we are now in line for ad hoc reports, which are not right now. We are now in line for first reading. There are no bills right now. We are now in line for second reading, which there are no bills right now. We're now in line for third reading. There are no bills right now. We're now in line for announcements. There are any announcements.
Wait, turn in your voter record, please.
All right.
Write the names.
Use voter record as final roll call.
Yes.
There's been a motion to use voter record as a final roll call by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing that motion passes. All right. Thank you guys for dealing with this. I joined this meeting at
For roll call, right? Who you voted for? Senate President, last full name, Pro Temp, name, MAL1, MAL2. No, all right. Well, no, because it's by roll call. If you
didn't write anything, you're going to have absence, I think.
Yeah. Just write it.
Write something. Yeah. That works, yeah.
I know I was going fast.
Yeah, we gotta lose.
Katie. Yeah. Wait. In my space. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Bye. See you guys later.
Abigail, can you send a picture, please?